Referee does the count, and we're underway. Express Football Club, the visitors here at the PM Meta Stadium in white, while the hosts, URA, the tax collectors. Interesting, Martin Senkoto opting for his third name on his jersey, Kalanda.
Yeah.
Probably trying to put to bed
the Senkoto
that has, been a little bit of eccentric when he has played. 5 minutes, free kick. Senjobe tries to weave it in. Hood Mulichi just couldn't get on target there. It was a good whipped in cross. David Oboa, one of the very notable names, quite memorable to Ugandans in recent memory, led that line with aplomb and now returns to lead from the dugout as head coach of Uganda Revenue Authority Football Club.
Yeah, I guess he's one of those players that rarely had a bad game playing as Uganda's left winger, and for the years that he was there, he always turned out to be an inspiration, always lifted the team.
Well, picking up the ball, here comes Aliro, tries to tease the ball in, and URA thought they had taken the lead here, but the flag coming up against Laban Tiita.
Yeah, of course they can't afford to defend like that, and that was very close. How to play. They must be trying to ensure that they frustrate Bull as much as possible by keeping ball.
Aliro Moses decides to hold on to the ball. This is one of those teams where ball hogging might be encouraged. As Denis Oti makes an error. Lightning strikes again, just like he did against Viper Sports Club. The catastrophe of the former player returns to gift his former paymasters, and Denis Oti is now dicing with a position on the bench.
Not making a decision earlier now because you felt that probably should have played the ball out, just take it away, as opposed to trying to dilly-dally with it, trying to dribble. In the end, you can see what Wagoina did, just poke the ball and put it in the back of the net, and yet you felt that Denis Oti should have taken the ball away earlier than he did. But I guess also these are some of the disasters that happen when you're trying to learn a playing style. You know, you always get caught because you're trying to play out from the back. So I guess for David Oboa, these are the kind of moments that he expects. Yeah, but he seems to be a boy with a strong heart, that is Denis Oti in the URA goal. I don't think that he will be fazed by that mistake. He's shown before that he's got strong will and character to overcome such adversity.
The verdict will still be out there, especially with the entire team still adapting to the new game plan and tactical approach to the game. That is something they'll have to stamp out sooner than later before the very accommodative URA fans suddenly begin to bay for blood.
Yeah, of course, it doesn't take long. If a team is not winning, then pressure will definitely mount.
Well, Fesali left on the ground, and could be an opportunity here for Thierry Sali. Gets no support, and Fesali recovers well enough to clear the ball away. Opportunity, spacing it out here, looking for a chance. Selandeke Eddie, header! And it's not on target, just flashes wide. Denis Oti in that instance had been clearly beaten, and Marvin Oshaba nearly handing Express the initiative to go to the good.
Yeah, that was a very good piling of pressure coming in from Express. I just like the way Express are attacking that. Even when URA are flooding back into their penalty area, they keep the press on, and that's some very good work that has been done by James Odoch over the last few days. You can see that they know exactly where to position themselves and how to try and ensure that they fashion out opportunities, and they could have easily gone 2 goals to the good, like you pointed out.
Look at how deep the false 9 is dropping. Laban Tiita seems to be getting into a bit of a scuffle there with Wagoina, his former teammate. Now back to Muliechi. Good Muliechi playing the ball here. In the meantime, must have been one of those that sent out consolation messages to his former teammate, who currently plies his trade in Chitara, Benjamin Nyakojo, after he broke his leg. We'll talk about breaks. The referee insists and points to the center as it's time to take one here in this particular match out here. John Vianen Simbe has been analyzing and dissecting this game. Makes for an interesting comparison to the second half.
Yeah, we hope that the second half lives up to the billing, just like the first half was.
So shot coming in there. And Martin Senkoto acquitting himself well enough, but looks like there was already an offside flag that had come in. easily collected calmly and coolly, picked up there by Emmanuel Waswa. But at the moment, some disjointed play in that midfield going forward for Express. And now, once again, URA will look to venture forward. Aliro spacing it out here for Tiita. Tiita now getting it in here, looking for the 1-2, spacing out Wamana. And Saidi Chaine loses possession. Aliro had no two ideas of where that ball was heading. Hasty clearance from Express into the box area, set up well. Good shot, well blocked here against Samuju, who for some reason seems to have taken now the free roll, roaming from one end to the other.
Well, they've changed positions with Aliro. Aliro has gone down to the right and Samuju has gone to the left. An
opportunity here for Wamana, does not meet it at the angle he wanted, and now Tiita takes the shot, speculative. Nearly bubbling that, and very good instinct there from James Begisa, who had made the run all the way to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, hoping that maybe Senkoto could drop a clanger, and he picks up on the pieces there by slotting the ball on the rebound there. But I think that Senkoto really has done a good job there, getting his body behind the ball and making sure that he smooths it.
Well, Dennis Otim trying to keep it tight at the back on the opposite end. Starts it off now. This is something that King David Obua will have to work out. As a free kick is awarded here, Hood Mliichi getting embroiled in a tangle here. The referee brandishes a yellow card against the hard man of URA. That's his second yellow card of the season.
But I think one thing that you've got to give Coach James Odoch credit for is that he's organized his team, and Express has really looked defensively organized.
Long ball, Senkoto fouling, and that is a penalty. Needless to say, we talked about his eccentric character, and in that instance, absolute sheer madness from Martin Senkoto. He had no need to trip the man. He had absolutely no reason to go chasing after his heels. That was a mission on nothing, and all of a sudden, Dennis Otim is relieved. It's someone else that's making the clangers in the goal sticks.
Well, I'll tell you that it's sort of like turned out to be the day of the goalkeepers making clangers, because I just don't understand what happened to Martin Senkoto here going in for the ball. Oh no, I think it was an accident. Clearly, he had no intentions. He didn't even see the man. It was just an accident. Very unfortunate for Martin Senkoto, because I don't think he would have gone out there to try and kick out at Semuju when he clearly saw the ball flying out. He had no chance of getting to it. So it's just unfortunate for Martin Senkoto.
Either way, they'll judge him for failing to judge the trajectory of the ball
and the man
of indecisiveness.
Yeah, and also picking out the man.
Penalty, and stepping up to take this one is Moses Aliro. Martin Senkoto redeem himself here. Can he keep Express's lead intact? Big questions asked here. Aliro to take the space here. Aliro, the hesitant run, and he puts it in. Senkoto gets the right way, but just ample power from Moses Aliro to get the tax collectors back on level terms and collect his second goal in 9 appearances. URA 1, Express 1.
To go the same direction, one at an elevated position to try and get it. I think it was really well taken by Aliro, just as much as Senkoto almost got to it, but it was well executed.
Once again, Lady Luck coming to foil the plans.
Well, you are going to up the ante now. They are now smelling blood.
About 17 minutes or so to play, and an opportunity to pick up the ball. Was the offside flag already up? Decent opportunity here, and David Obu applauding his charges. That's more like it. He probably will fail. But now might be questions on whether Laban Tiita probably had a little more than he anticipated taken out of him there. Was onside. Oh my word.
For the Laban Tiita, I know, Jermaine, that should have been in the back of the net. We just know that he's a player that is got really gifted feet. He took the ball out very well, cooled it down, and got himself in his...
Well, that will definitely be a sticking point here, like a sore thumb, as they try to assess the situation. Penalty or no penalty is the debate as a player is on the ground. And David Obua, well, do not ask him. And he seems to be inquiring from the cameras. keep the microphones away from him post-match interview.
Yeah, exactly.
He might have a couple of things to say.
No, clearly it's one of those incidents that's very, very amusing.
The referee brandishes a yellow card at the captain side chair, you know.
But timely block there coming in from Arthur Chigundu, which for me, he was probably my man of the match. He's really defended doggedly and solidly for Express, and he's one reason why Express could end up getting the point in this game.
It's a gut-wrenching performance that's being put up here by Wakiso Giants down in the Wakiso, that is the Kabaka Chabago Stadium. It's for the moment a chance here for URA to strike it in, and finally Laban Tiita has been knocking at the door and gets it open. King David is up and roaring. Obua Ball's reign has begun.
But not the best that they should be playing. But looking at the chances, and that was poor defending coming in from the former Express captain, Muzei Isalumu. Just look at what Okabo has just done. Could he also actually end up being man of the match? Just look at that header.
Well,
that
really
was intelligent play, Jermaine.
And angling that with supreme accuracy. Nothing short of what we've come to expect from Laban Tiita, the best midfielder last season. This is a classic example why he was acclaimed so.
Yeah, of course, Aliro, I think in the second half has made a huge difference. Although you could also make a case for Tibita.
Pass on, Aliro looking to turn one way. Aliro back into the box area. Aliro carrying the ball forward and side it. Lets it fly. Now Aliro will get himself a yellow card, first yellow card of the season for interfering with restarting momentum. But that's one you probably take comfortably for the team to slow down play.
Yeah, I think that that was a tactical kind of card that, like you pointed out, you're ready to take for the team.
Opportunity was knocking for Express Football Club. Unfortunately, just could not keep their nerve, and in the end, fallen prey to a Boa Ball that URA have played to sheer perfection here. They've had their spells, they've been rocky. As anybody will tell you, as a long shot comes in, palmed away by Dennis Otim. Well, that's a teasing, taunting shot. Then James Odoch, well, that's a mask imprinted with fury here for the Express tactician.
Yeah, of course, I'm sure he's not happy about the way they've given away those goals. Looking at the first one, that error by the goalkeeper, Senkoto, and then the second one, poor defending.
Blocked away, still in possession, Rams Kawoya. Express Football Club will once again look to venture forward, and the team tips that away. Well, that needed some real astute goalkeeping, and Dennis Otim had to stay with his wits about him to keep that away. And looks like he might actually go to the ground to calm down the nerves here just before that corner kick, as the clock continues to steadily gallop home.
Yeah, you can see that Express are piling more pressure on URA at the death. And you can see that they are desperate to try and get that equalizer late in the game. Somehow URA seem to have lost their wit on how to keep the ball as well as they were doing earlier on. But they have been saved there by the goalkeeper, and in many ways you can say that those two saves made by Dennis Otim will make up for the mistake that he made in the first half. He's looked quite steady in that phase of play, and he has kept his team's lead.
Was a rasping shot there, and he did pretty well to actually turn that away from the onrushing Express attackers. And right there, dipping shot, just manages to tip it over the bar. Dennis Otim might more than have redeemed himself for the earlier clanger.
Yeah, that was very good technique shown by Andrew Kawoya, who has just been introduced by Express, shot number 10. And that's the kind of quality that got Mike Mutebi bring him to KCC some years back. Of course, he was a player at St. Mary Chitende, but was brought to KCC because of how much quality he possessed.
This could be the final bit of action in this game. A corner kick, A chance here for Express to throw bodies forward and throw everything at the tax collectors. It's a yellow card here brandished against Muzei Isalumu. Launches a long ball to the wing. Who's available? It won't matter who is, as that brings an arrest to what has been a winless streak for URA.